Good morning and happy Sabbath.
Sabbath.
We want to wish you a very blessed Sabbath experience, and Pastor Malenko and I want to share with you a little bit more about Together in Mission, the strategic initiative that we're encouraging every church to participate in, but more specifically about Pentecost 25. That's the great initiative. More than 75 churches now across British Columbia are participating in this. And key to evangelism, key to reaching out, is developing relationships. Now, Pastor, last time in our first episode, you shared a little bit about, from a biblical perspective, some examples of godly relationships.
Absolutely. In very God's nature, as we said last time, there is a relationship, the Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And we learn that Jesus says, I have called you friends, meaning He wants relationship with us. God initiated that relationship. Then Jesus, when He was here on this earth, He initiated relationship with people to whom He testified and saved, of course. Woman at the well, Zacchaeus, and many more, of course. Then Apostle Paul, you remember his beautiful saying that he was weak to those who are weak, and he was a Jew to those who were Jew, and Gentile to, and you know, meaning that we can find in the Bible theology of relationship that explaining us the importance of this approach.
Now, relationships are absolutely vital. They're the foundation of the experience of witnessing for Jesus and of bringing people to Jesus. So, Pastor, we made some suggestions last time. Give us some more suggestions on how we can really make friends and deepen relationship.
Absolutely. Let me repeat those that we mentioned last time, just briefly. Be intentional in engaging others, meaning identify people in your life who are open for spiritual things. Talk to them, be there for them.
Right. You know, Pastor, I think this is the whole idea of a second look, the second touch in our eyes. We need to see people as God sees them. They are lost. And not everybody is spiritually responsive, but we need to have a personal, deep interest in them.
Exactly. Then listen more than you speak.
Well,
it's very easy to speak. I know. But people need to be listened. Their problems. But also sometimes you ask questions like, hey, what do you think about spiritual things? Have you ever had any experience that makes you think about God, and etc.? Then find common ground. Find common activities, interest and stuff. Also show Christ's love in a practical approach, practical ways.
So how did you do that?
Well, learn people's needs and be there to respond on those needs. Rejoice with those who are joyful and mourn with those who are mourning.
And you know, it was because of showing practical godliness that my grandmother was attracted to the message, because the next door neighbor in Penticton, when she was a young widow with a little baby on her hands, went to work and helped her in 1,000 different ways with a garden and milk and cheese and whatever. And it was that attracted my grandmother, and she was ultimately baptized because of that friendship.
Beautiful. Share your own story. That's very important part of relationship, because it is not about doctrines. It is how those doctrines working in your life. Practical way. And be patient. Trust God. Pray for these people. Keep list of these people and pray for them.
Now, as we think about some of these things, you and I know of a church, one of our congregations here in British Columbia, and we're not going to be identifying the particular nationality because of security issues. But tell us the miracle that is happening in one of our churches for this group of people who are not native to British Columbia or to Canada.
One small group of members in one particular church try to reach out their people from their culture, and they organize a ministry they call Tasty Gathering. They come up once in a month, cook food and meal for their people. They sit together. They talk about their needs. They counseling them. They're there for them simply, and they build relationship and friendship. And from a few weeks already, or let's say months, one particular lady who is in charge of that ministry, having lots of Bible studies with those people, and of course maintaining relationship and friendship with them.
And recently, I know they had a meeting, a gathering together. How many folk came
There was
together?
25 of them.
25.
Yeah, and
it's-
most of them first time in the church.
And just started with that relationship.
Exactly,
Yeah.
relationship.
Friends, we can do that too. Every one of us can be smiling, reaching out, seeing the needs, ministering to individuals, inviting them to different programs, and to help them to come to Jesus. So I want to encourage you. Let's be intentional. Make a list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Begin to pray for those people. And then intentionally, how can we make a relationship with those individuals just like God did, just like Jesus did, just like the Apostle Paul did? We will bring our friends to Jesus. Have a good Sabbath, and God bless.
Happy Sabbath.